All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Friday, July 12th, set today by Paul. Well, the last 2 days have been very, very difficult. Let's hope Paul is a little bit easier, but I immediately see references to other answers, which is my least favorite thing in these cryptic crosswords, because then you have to solve in a certain order. So let's skip everything with a number. Maybe try with some downs. Perhaps compound time in musical. Well, whenever I see musical, I think, oh, it's going to be the name of a musical. What's a 7-letter one? And then the word play. Compound of, oh, perhaps compound could be interest. That's one form of interest, is compound. Oh no, that's 8 letters. So I'm thinking it's compound as an example of something, maybe followed by T, or maybe perhaps compound is the definition and we put T inside a 6-letter musical. What else could compound be? Well, it could be like the Kennedy compound, or, oh, isn't it like a mixture of chemicals, or pharmaceuticals can be a compound? No, don't see it. Wound, of course, could also be wound. Having cut head. In need of dressing. Ooh. In need of dressing could be naked, maybe. Oh, yes, because another word for wound, if you wound your way, you snaked your way. And if you cut off the head of that, you get naked. All right, thank goodness. A flower, no, which of course could also be a flower or a river, in dark color, for spring child. Sounds like spring child is the definition. I immediately think of Zebedee in the Magic Roundabout. Wasn't he on a spring? But he wasn't a child. Spring child. I presume it's spring as the time of year. Yeah. And I'm thinking we might actually use that A plus a short river. What's a dark color? Black, of course. But I think that's too long for the wordplay. No, how about little game turned on? Oh my goodness, there's a lot of ways to read that. Something turned might be reversal indicator. On, turned on. Nope. Trump or Putin very soon confined to prison. On the contrary. Oh, Trump or Putin very soon. Yeah, I wonder if it could be president. What's a word? Very soon, of course, could be nigh. Maybe we put nigh inside of a word for prison, which may go backwards on the contrary. But I'm not seeing it. Sinner, opening house of God. Oh, I wonder if it could be a Greek or Roman god. Yeah, and so is the opening going to be the opening of sinner, S and then a word for house. And that would be a god. No, I don't see it. Oh, here's a nice one. Hyphenated. Modern attribute of generous chap encapsulating sugar daddy. What is this going to be? Something of the something? Match of the day? That's not a modern attribute. Well, it could be though something of the day. Could be of the moment, modern. Generous chap. Yeah, what's the wordplay? I think encapsulating probably means one thing goes around another. Could the generous chap be Santa? And that goes around something for sugar daddy. No, not seeing it. Let's go to the acrosses that don't cross-reference. Charge everyone minimal amount, saving millions. Yeah, I'm wondering if it could. Saving millions seems like wordplay. I think we have to find some other word and remove the M for millions from it. And that, I presume, is a word for minimal amount, which could be minimum. Do we remove all three M's? INIU. And then the definition would be charge, which could be a financial charge, it could be an electrical, it could be the verb to charge, RA charge, an infantry charge. Everyone, I'm thinking, is going to be all. Could it start ALL? Charge. I can't think of a word for charge beginning with ALL. All right, let's skip over these and then go to two figures, the first of which shortly punched by a bully. No, I have no idea how to decipher that. A Scottish author set off with no idea, might you say. All right, I think it must be a Scottish author. Who would that be? Robert Louis Stevenson. Set off with no idea. So I think it might be just a punning double definition. Set off, of course, could be detonate, detonated, with no idea, might you say. Okay, I think there's going to be a bit of a homophone. No, I don't see it. Written sign, black-skinned cat alongside it. All right. Of course, I don't like when the lights are in reverse order like this. The first word goes in 16, then the four-letter word ends in K. What four-letter words ending in K do we know? Work, of course. I'm wondering if it could be written. Yeah, so something work, maybe? Black skinned cat. Yeah, I'm thinking sign must be part of the word play. Hmm. Could black skinned be the outer letters of black, the B and the K? Cat can be Tom or Mog. No, I don't see it. Race in the sprawling metropolis. Metropolis is 10 letters, otherwise, I might have thought sprawling was an anagram indicator. Race. Yeah, no idea about that. I don't think it's a hidden clue. That would be unlikely. Nope. Center of Poitiers, bypassed by beloved oldie in diversion through France. Center of Poitiers must be the, let's say it's 8 letters, so I think the T and the I, and they have to be bypassed or surrounded by beloved oldie. Oh, could that be in diversion? Then we anagram the whatever the beloved oldie is. Or could it be a diversion? Oh, a diversion maybe is a pastime, some kind of game that is played throughout France. Pétanque. What else do they do in France? No, I'm not seeing that either. Yeah, this is proving to be quite tough. Figure added to price after email received. That's on top of building work. Figure added seems like wordplay. Oh, maybe it is a figure added to a price like sales tax, VAT. But I'm thinking the definition is going to be something on top of building work. And I'm wondering if it's going to be a something crane. But I don't know what word would go in front of crane. On top of building work. Figure added to price. Yeah, maybe that is VAT in wordplay. After email received. How does that wordplay work? No. All right. Oh dear. I think Paul is the one who has gets a little smutty at times. Massive erection. Might that have mummy in stitches? And we get not just an exclamation, but an exclamation mark and a question mark. Oh, goodness. Well, I'm thinking mummy is going to be an Egyptian something or a pyramid. Pyramid, yeah. Sarcophagus. Yeah, I have no idea. And again, oh, we do have a letter for the second word. Again, I object to having to go backwards to fill it in. So what's that second word? Might that have mummy in stitches? No. Oh, Cleopatra's Needle, perhaps, is a large thing that has been erected. Yeah, it's a statue or a sculpture in London, right? Cleopatra's Needle. I really only know about it from jokes that I would hear on British TV growing up. And so I think it's just I think, yeah, the exclamation and question mark or just because it is such a stretch to say that might be used to sew up mummies. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one, but there you go. Okay, here's another two-parter. Conventional cricketer, 90 short of century, say. Well, the surface is all about cricket, but I'm sure it's going to, maybe it just means conventional. 90 short of century would be 10. 10 runs, maybe, IOR or XR. No, not saying it. More rum and water, say, for long journey. I wonder if more rum could be. Oh, no, I think for long journey, a long journey must be the definition. More rum could be stranger, otter plus some water. Oh, it's one of these English homophones that doesn't work for people in the rest of the world. But an otter sea would be more rum and water. It's 1D, right? 2 S's, EY. Oh my goodness. Yes, but it's not the worst homophone we've ever seen, I think. Old man has no use for impressive collection. Old man could be O plus something for a man, or it could be father, pa. Yeah, maybe it's pa plus no use. And it's going to mean an impressive collection. No idea what that is. All right, well, at least I got a couple more. Let's see. Temperature ultimately ignored. I load ovens carelessly. Burning food. I think burning food is the definition, but with a question mark. Again, it's maybe something punning. Carelessly, I think we're going to anagram I load ovens, which is 10 letters, but we're going to ignore the last letter of temperature, which is an E. So I load OVNS. Nothing is coming to me. Burning food. What could that be? Vandal. Oh, could it be offerings to a god? Or some food where you do set it on fire? What is it going to end in? Maybe IONS? Oh, Vindaloos. Yeah, I'm not a consumer of Indian cuisine, but I know about Vindaloos, mainly from the, was it a World Cup song that many years ago that had something about Vindaloo in it? All right, and so burning as in food that is very hot. All right. Swelled, one pulled from drain, exhausted. Ew, where's the definition? Is it exhausted or is it swelled? one pulled from drain might be D-R-A-N, but are some other word for drain? Exhausted. Nope, don't see it. Island city where someone's spotting thief called out. I think this might be just a cryptic definition, or maybe it is an island city and maybe it's a homophone of someone spotting thief. What are some famous island cities? Not thinking of one that would fit with that S there. No, how about snippet of relevant info I located covering sheet? No, that was our cricketer. Conventional. No. Film of repairman dropping trousers. Might this be? It's a lot of verbiage for 5 letters. Let me pause and think about it. Well, dropping trousers we've seen before as a reference to mooning or moon. But film of repairman. Film, of course, can be E.T. That comes up again and again. Repairman. Dropping trousers. I'm wondering if we take the letters of repairman and drop something for trousers. I'm thinking the definition must be somehow might this be? And does it refer back to the wordplay? So it's a bit of an and lit, but film, repair, no. All right, let's see. I do have a nice V for my Scottish author. Was there a Belvedere? Set off with no idea. Not sure what that's going to be. Where else do I have? Actually, I have some good well, A and E are not very helpful. L and D should have been better, but and that one. Oh, it does look like it might be crane. But I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to look up what types of cranes are used. I mean, I just call them a crane. Well, I did not find any good type of crane that's used in construction. But then I looked back at the Scottish author, I looked up Scottish writers, and I said Stevenson. I always thought it was PH, but it is with a V. So how does the word play work if it is Stevenson? Set off. Oh, set off is an anagram of set. Oh my goodness. I only worked this part out thanks to the joke, what do you call a deer with no eye, no idea? And so it goes back to this English pronunciation with the intrusive R. So a deer with no, which deer meat is venison, with no eye is venison. Oh my goodness, that is fiendish. Anyway, at least I got another one. Perhaps compound time in musical. Well, it does end in T. So maybe it is a musical ending in E something T. But I'm not thinking of anything. And then what is perhaps compound before that? No, not seeing it. And here's a flower or flower in dark color for spring child. Let me pause and think about that. No, I'm not finding anything. I'm wondering though if the dark color could be dun. Isn't that like a dark brown DUN? Might go around the outside, but yeah, I'm not seeing it. I do realize we now have 26 and 12, so this might help. So where Cleopatra's Needle goes, not entirely. I have no idea what that is getting at. Where it goes. Oh, it goes up to a point. So if you agree with somebody but not entirely, you would say up to a point. And I presume the actual sculpture goes up to a point. Oh, so that U is not where I thought it would be. But that does reduce the number of matching words, I think. So, yeah, let me pause and check wordplays.com for this one. Well, one of the words that matches this pattern is Taurian, which I don't think I've seen before, but I presume it's somebody with the star sign Taurus. I did have to look that up. That is April 20th until May 20th. So I suppose that is spring in the UK. The dark color, is that tan? And I'm thinking a flower might be urea, but really not sure of that. So we're going to have to look it up. But I am fairly confident it is Taurian. All right, does that help me with no, because we still need to get 17. Let's try 9 down again. This should be fairly gettable. These hyphenated ones I usually find easy, but not this one. What's that last word though? Modern attribute of generous chap, encapsulating sugar daddy. Dry, cry, what's that last word? Bro, something and fro. Modern attribute. Now I'm going to pause and think about it. Well, I started going through the alphabet trying to think what letter could come before the R. And fortunately, first A, and I thought, oh, art. And then, oh, state of the art would be modern. Now, how does that... So then I think modern is the definition. Attribute of generous chap. Encapsulating sugar daddy. Well, I just see we do have heart at the end, but I don't think that's it. Attribute of generous chap. Anything for a chap here? He, maybe? Yeah, no, I do not understand that, so we'll have to check 15 squared. Okay, but it now gives us a nice T for two figures, the first of which shortly punched by a bully. Is that, punched by a bully sounds like wordplay to me. Then the definition is two figures. Oh, is it a word for maybe an art where you have two things beside each other, two figures? Wow, it could be a double-digit number. The first of which could, of course, be a W, but I don't think so. Shortly. No, don't see that. All right, how about our race in the sprawling metropolis? I suppose it's a word for race, as in speed around. No. There's our swelled, which, if that is 17 across is crane, then it would be an R. Exhausted. No, don't see that. Here's our sinner opening house of God. Let me pause and think. Oh my goodness, I didn't find anything for this. I was looking at some of the other clues, but maybe one where I have some hope is this island city where someone spotting thief called out, question mark. What would you call out? Well, stop thief, of course. And of course, if it's going to be a homophone, I have to put up with the fact that the English or UK homophones are not necessarily going to be my homophones. Island City, I did look at a list, of course, Manhattan and Venice, but it might simply be island. Oh, yeah, could it be called out as the definition? No, I think it has to be some joke on what you would call out if you saw a thief. But not seeing it. No. Now this might be a snippet of, maybe as a hidden clue. Can I see? Ah, yes. All right, a covering sheet, of course. When you're cooking, you might have to cover things with tin foil. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know why I didn't spot that. Snippet of is such an obvious indicator of a hidden clue. All right, does that help? Surely it has to. Old man has no use for impressive collection. What is an impressive collection? Oh, there is the word panoply. I don't think I've ever said it in my life. I've read it. But let me look that up and see what it means. Yeah, panoply is a splendid or striking array or arrangement. A panoply of colorful flags is the example. So it does start with pa and then no. Now, how is ply equal to use or use? I know, of course, toilet paper, two ply, or you ply your trade, has no use, but yeah, I'm not getting. I'm not getting that completely. I'm going to go ahead and use the check this button. It is right. Ooh, so now our 25 down ends with an O. Film. So maybe it's the name? No, I think it must be the definition. Film of repairman, dropping trousers. No, what the heck could that be? No, don't see it. And here we have our cricketing one. 90 short of cricketer, 90 short of century, say. No. Ooh, 20 down now. Or if it is an island, yeah, it definitely looks like a place name. Either an island or an island city. Somewhere in Italy or Greece, I would think. Let me pause. It is a city that's come up before on Crete, Nicosia. And so I think, well, obviously, I think it's going to be Nicker, somebody who steals things. I see Nicosia. Oh, that's a very convoluted homophone, I think. And Island City, yeah, it is a city on an island, but anyway, that's that one. All right, so now our figure added to price. Ooh, something that's on top of building work. What is the figure added to price? Oh, commission or something like that. After email. I still don't get after email received. That's on top of building work. No, I think I'm going to have to use 15 squared for this. It's not a crane, but it is something that is put on top when you're building a wall or a door. I think you put the coping stone. Oh, I think at the top of an arch. Is that what you call the little bit they shove in? So how does this work? Figure added to price. After email received. No, I don't get that at all, so we're going to have to rely on 15 squared. Well, let me click the check this button. It is right. All right, now our film. Oh, I'm thinking it might be panto, which might be somewhere you would see someone dropping their trousers. But how does the wordplay work? Film of repairman. Dropping trousers, something to do with pantaloons? I don't know. I could be completely wrong. Let's check this. No, it's not. All right, let's reveal it. Oh my goodness. All right. Yeah, that actually makes more sense. A porno. But how is film of repairman? No, so we're going to have to look at 15 squared for this one too. All right, now we're conventional cricketer. 90 short of century, say. Let me pause and think about that. All right, I had to use 15 squared for this, but yeah, I think the answer is square root. So conventional is square. And was there a famous cricketer called Root? I'm not sure. I remember, wasn't there somebody who wrote letters to famous people under a pseudonym? Was it Henry Root? And with preposterous letters to them and got answers back, and they were published in a book. Anyone remember that? And so I think it's if you have 10 instead of 100, you have the square root. It's a very convoluted way of defining it. Anyway, oh, it gives us a nice cue. Oh, I did say pétanque, didn't I? I'm not sure how it works though. Center of Poitiers. Well, I thought TI was the center two letters because it's an even number of letters. Bypassed. Oh, beloved might be pet. I don't know what oldie is, but pétanque is a diversion, or boule, I think it's also called, bowls. Let me just check it. It is right. All right, so now our swelled, one pulled from drain, exhausted. Well, what's going to come between the T and the E? An H or an R? Another E? W? One pulled from drain, exhausted. Of course, drain exhausted could be the D and the N, but I don't think that's it. Yeah, let me pause and think about this one. Well, the only word I found that can fit is trebled, which I suppose if you increased something by 3, then you swelled it. Now, how is one pulled from drain, exhausted? Yeah, I don't understand that, so let's hope 15 squared can explain it. All right. We're slowly making progress. Race in the sprawling metropolis. Oh, I wonder if it's some kind of city word. I should have thought of that. Race, of course. I was assuming it was going to be, kind of running race, but it is race as in ethnicity. It's an anagram of in the, so sprawling was an anagram indicator, but just of in the sprawling followed by city. All right, so the bottom half is done. Hallelujah. All right. Trump or Putin very soon confined to prison. On the contrary, something like despotic, would-be dictators. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's going to be. Oh, I did think it might be confined to prison on the contrary, so maybe inside of can backwards. Like that would be an N. That would be an A. Ooh, could it be a neo something? I do like that. Neo. No, let me get rid of these. This ALL. I've still no idea what this is going to be. Charge everyone minimal amount. No. How are we doing on our written sign? 5-4 something work, something mark, trademark, black-skinned cat. No. Oh, we finally have 17. as stone. So stone cottage bolted inside. Oh, I wonder if it could be stone is the definition and it's granite. And then a cottage with bolted inside. Oh, yes. Bolted is the past tense of to run, ran. And we've seen before a gîte is a cottage in France. All right. Now our perhaps compound time in, oh, musical could be rent, of course. So I think it's going to be perhaps compound or compound. And we're going to put a short word for time inside of musical. Yeah, I'm not seeing that. I thought the E might actually be here, and a long time is an age, and there is a type of chemical compound, I suppose, called a reagent. I know I've heard the word, but I've no idea what it means. So then this might be trademark. You know what? I'm going to put it in. I can see that being a written sign, but how a black-skinned cat alongside it. Now let's check this. Oh, it's something mark. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and reveal it. Oh, we've had this before. So when you put the double quotes underneath something meaning ditto, the same thing repeated, that is a written sign. What is the black-skinned cat? Oh, we do have Tom. Yeah, I really wish they didn't put the words in the reverse order like this. It would be easier to make out the wordplay, but we do have Tom inside of dark, I think is black-skinned. And then we actually have it in there as well. Oh my goodness. All right, now our sinner opening house of God. Oh, could it be convent? Could be a house of God. And I think a sinner might be a con, as in a prisoner. And an opening can be a vent. We've seen that before. Let's check it. It is right. All right, charge everyone. Minimal amount. Saving millions. Charge. I can only think of connect as a word that would fit. Yeah. Oh, of course, I'm not sure about that. And I think I'm going to go ahead and reveal this one. So it was not an N. Impeach. So let's see. Yeah, to charge somebody would be everyone. Charge would be impeach. Everyone is each. Minimal amount. Saving millions. I don't know what that is, so we're going to have to rely on 15 squared. But now I do have my, oh, maybe this is an IAC. Trump or Putin very soon, confined to prison. On the contrary, yeah, I think I'm going to have to use 15 squared to see what words match this. Of course, ego maniac. So let's see, very soon, confined to prison. Oh, on the contrary, so we do have cage, so confined to prison, and in a mo is very soon, in a moment. All right. But egomaniac is good. All right, little game turned on. Oh, I'm wondering if little could be measly. A game turned on. Don't get wordplay. Let's check this. No. Oh, how about meager, maybe? Um, yes, so game, I think, is turned or anagrammed. I don't like use of turned to mean anagram because generally that means reversed, right? But then on a certain subject is re. Yeah, finally got it at the second bite. All right, two figures, the first of which shortly punched by a bully. Let me pause and work out what I presume a vowel. Oh, it could be threaten. I wonder, would threaten be to bully? Uh, Let me check it. It is correct. All right, I think how the wordplay works is we have two figures or numbers 3 and 10, but 3 is shortly, so it is reduced by its last E, and the two of them are punched or have in between them A, and therefore the definition is the verb bully. Oh my goodness, that was very tricky. Let's confirm, check all. Yeah, everything still seems to be there. Let's head on over to 15 squared. All right, the blog today is by Andrew. Paul is up to his old tricks today. Multi-light answers, cross-references, yeah, and a couple of outrageous homophones. And yeah, that's exactly what I thought with Wednesday and Thursday. It's been a tough week. Tuesday, I think it was surprisingly straightforward, and Monday was about normal, but yeah, the last 3 days have been brutal. All right, the ones I noted I didn't fully understand. Millions is saved or goes inside. I was thinking saving millions is you remove an M, but you actually put it in the middle. 1 penny is a minimal amount each. Oh, that's clever. I do like that. Let's see. I think I followed most of these. Yeah, venison is no eye deer. That was clever. 24. Okay, ping is ping me an email. I suppose ping. Oh my goodness. Plus cost plus 1. Figure added to price. So figure is 1 added to the cost. Yikes. All right. And then 29. Pa, no. It just says ply is to use, not a meaning of the word I'm familiar with. On the downs. Oh, it wasn't like God. I was thinking it was urea. That was a certain kind of flow. But no, it's the river Ure. Ure. Yeah, and I would agree, tan is not a dark color. So, anyway, moving on, state of the art. Sugar daddy. Tate as in Tate and Lyle. Yeah, I don't know how you get daddy in. So, attribute of a generous chap would be a soft heart. Okay. But very tricky. Vindaloo's, yeah, got that. Trebled. Tire is drain, I suppose, as in drain your energy, less the I, plus exhausted is bled. Ooh, very tricky. And someone spotting a thief might be a knicker seer. Oh my goodness, I can't tell you how much I hate that clue. Anyway, and then finally the porno. RN is the film. Oh, I don't think I've seen film meaning the outer letters before. Of course, I should remember we've seen trousers being used before, not as the noun, but as one word. Trousers or surrounds another. Poo. So dropping trousers, the RN. All right, let's see what the commenters have to say. Each one P becoming la la la. The outrageouser, the better. Yeah, tough week, especially for bloggers. So there's Eileen, fellow blogger. Ended up revealing a lot. Yeah. I think ICBA is I can't be arsed. Yeah, so, oh, did I look at Pétanque? No, I didn't. So pet antique minus TI. So beloved is pet, only, excuse me, antique minus that TI. So I was right about the TI. I just completely, yes, bypassed by. I thought it was going to be surrounded by, but no, it is. Yeah, but this comes up a lot where in the clue it's phrased as these letters are taken away from, but it's put in such a way that actually it reads in the opposite sense. To me, the oldie is bypassed by the center of Poitiers, but anyway, I've complained about that before, and I think it's just such a convention in cryptic crosswords. It's not going to change anytime soon. Anyway, that's enough for me for today. Thanks as always for watching, and have a great day and a great weekend.